everyone, in this occasion, we're gonna study together one formula, which is from physics and chemistry, and it is an equation to describe identities that are, or when I say identities, it is elements that are independent and their quantity in a relative way. We're going to see how products are involucrated in a reaction which is chemical, and we will see that through an equation. Okay, I have it here on my notebook. If you can see it, I'm going to write it down for you to understand each part of it. First thing first, we have to understand kind of like a diagram, or let's say um, we will have a table to describe each element that is on the formula. That is called, um, let's see, that has a name, and is, I forgot it. Oh yes, here it is, a glossary. Okay, we're gonna make a glossary. Okay, look, let's look here at one template, and this template is going to be just like a table and a structure of ideas. Okay, and in here I will say that I don't want 44 objects. What I want actually is just, for example, let's see, yes, let's just erase them manually. We can erase them manually like that, and that's it. We will go up now, and I want you to see, pay attention. Okay, this is going to be the title. Reaction. This is the reaction. Okay, the reaction will be a bold and will be 32. Okay, let's copy this text and let's put it on here. Sorry, let's just copy it like an element, and let's erase it here and paste it again. No, that didn't work as I was expecting. So let's just change the size here. This reaction is going to be atom, and the atom is also bold, and here this is going to be like operations. This is going to be bold, and let's put it kind of smaller, and let's put it here atoms again. We're gonna put it bigger, bold, and here let's put products, for example. This is the glossary. A glossary actually is just to describe something that you need to describe in a graphical way, but it's not always necessary. I mean, you can explain many things without a glossary, okay? That's not always needed. But many people that are experimented in the area of physics or chemistry, they use glossary very often because it helps you to save time. So here I'm going to put what element is reactive. For example, this is the C of the carbon. This is the element carbon. This is the hydrogen. Hydrogen. I don't know if it's hydrogen or hydrogen that is that. Let's copy here and paste and put down here the other one, which is going to be the oxygen. And just here, write down, let's put the number of atoms that this has. Let's say that this one has one atom, just one. Okay? Let's put it bold because it is barely seen. Okay? Let's copy again, paste, and put here instead of one, two. And let's copy this background and paste it again and put it on here. And let's put down here oxygens. We have one atoms in the oxygen. Okay? And the operations is going to be always, it can be, for example, um, the equal sign, which is the main one. It can be uh, plus sign, it can be or resting, sorry, resting, or it can be also division. All these ones. Let's put this one like this to save time. This one like this. This is division, but actually there is another symbol to this, but I don't have time to look for it. And this one. And there you go. These are the three types of functions that you usually make, and this is the equal operation, the equal sign operator. Okay, and you see this, for example, I am going to put it slower because maybe it's not necessary that it's so big. After that, let's put, for example, that we have the operation. We got the operation, and we want that operation with a certain amount of more atoms. So let's put here, sorry, this is also called atoms. And let's put here now the number again. I mean, this is not that difficult to understand, okay? Let's put here just one, for example, and write down here, let's put six, for example, and just copy and pasting, and let's put here one, and that's it. Now let's go down up here. What is the product? Products is in this case is exactly as the reaction. But why is a product also a reaction? Because the purpose of every formula made on chemics is to get a reaction. And when you get the reaction, that reaction sometimes is a product that can be used for a certain purpose. And we will see the formula that we're going to study today. And it's a formula to get reactions from chemics, from normal chemics, like the general formula. Let's see. Hydrogen again, and let's copy here this down and oxygen. Okay, now let's see the formula. Let's put it again on here really fast. Let's put the chemic reaction is equal to N2 plus H2, and then we put, for example, an arrow sign, NH3. Let's put this bigger for you to understand it. You will say, well, Reina, this doesn't have exactly what is on the glossary. Remember that I told you that the glossary is just an example for you to have an idea of what is going to be used, but not exactly we have to put everything on the glossary. I mean, we can have on the glossary just some examples. But in here, in the chemical reaction, we can use something different. This is just a neutron, which is 2, plus an hydrogen, which is 2, and two neutrons are equal to just one neutron because neutrons are just neutrons. But together with an hydrogen, as this is an element plus this one, it gives us a 3 here. And that is the reaction. This one here is the reaction and this is the operation. Let's make another one. And this is the last one. This topic is easy, being honest, but many people get confused because many teachers put it more complicated than what it is. Being honest, when you use it for complicated things. But when you learn something, you should start slowly and then go with more advanced things. At least that's what worked with me. I am learning, for example, Chinese and more other things. Let's go. Chemic reaction. The chemic formula. Let's put it in this case. And this is the same thing, okay? Let's put here CO, which is oxygen. This is carbon and this is oxygen. Plus 3H2. Let's put this like this. Give us a reaction of CH4 plus, let's put this bigger, H2O, the oxygen. Now you would say, but how is that possible? Okay, I will explain it to you. This is simple. Every element should be together with the element that it corresponds. So we have two hydrogens, right? But we also have the 3 here. That gives us a 4 because the hydrogen here is actually 4 and also is resting 1, and that's why it is left here 1 hydrogen and also with the oxygen here. The carbon is placed here with the 4 hydrogens that I said before, just like if you pass them to the other side. If you saw my other video before, this is like if we took, for example, let's try to make it just more digested. Digested. Just is digested way of saying yes. Okay. For example, 3H2 is actually being operated in this way. H, as it is H from hydrogen, it has like a minor hidden. So the 3 here pass to be 2 and this is 2. And if you multiply 2 by um, a positive, which is major, that is 4. And that's why it is H4. You understand? I know that many of you understood. Yeah, that's easy to get. Now, the CH4 is because the C is first. I mean, the C is here. And the oxygen is placed at the end because the hydrogen had more atoms. Remember that the numbers here are atoms, okay? So here C is saying that carbon is something that is first, but is going to be treated later. And we take the H, which was minor, because it is by default with the oxygen. Oxygen always has something I mean, hydrogen always have some of oxygen, and oxygen always have some of hydrogen. So we got it here, and also we put again. You see, for example, the H4, we put the 4 there, and we plus H2, and the oxygen that I said that is always present on the hydrogen. I know that is kind of confusing, but I will tell you the last thing just to close this topic. Chemic and physics and maths are learned faster with practice. If you don't practice, even though you are the smartest person in the earth, you could make a lot of mistakes. But if you practice, you will win and you will succeed in many things in this area. Remember that. I am saying it because, for example, I am a developer, right? But even though I have like 15 years of experience, when I don't practice, it's like basketball. I miss easily. But if I practice, I don't miss easily. I win games, and it can be games against people that are even very, very tall or things like that. You understand? Same thing happens with physics, chemic, and maths, right? So see you in the next time, and I hope that you have learned much. And even in my English, you can see, for example, that I am improving with the time. If you see my videos from before, you will see that my English have become like kind of more sophisticated, and it's because I practice. Same thing is with math, with physics, chemistry. And I will always love that if you love something, don't let anyone else to take out that from your heart. That is like the parable of the sower that Jesus said. One seed fell among the path, came the devil and took it from the heart of the people. Don't let anyone to take from your heart what you know, what you love. Okay? If you know, if you love chemistry, go from that side. If you love physics, go from that side. If you love software development, like in my case, in certain way, go for that side. Don't let anyone else to define what you should do. Okay? So Jesus Christ loves you, and remember that anything should be upon what is really important: loving one another. See you.